Hey guys, it's AZ Cabbie Mama here. Thanks for stopping by my doll room and my channel. And if you like Cabbies nearly half as much as I do, please like, subscribe, and share. So this is another package from Babyland, guys. I am so thrilled and excited. I've pre-cut some tape and I am so excited to share with you my beautiful new CCE girl. I got another one. I know this is out of control. So I really only wanted one. But I explained the story of how I ended up with two, right, on the last video. And then, yeah, I mentioned that I ended up with two mochas, which is one of my favorite, maybe my favorite skin tone. I love the mochas, but I was hoping to also get a cream girl, and then I found this cream girl. So she had beautiful pink hair, which I loved. Some of my favorite colors are purple, pink, turquoise. So when I had the opportunity to get one with pink hair, when I already was lucky enough to get the one in the back there on the shelf with turquoise hair, and then I've got my beautiful first girl, Simone, with the red hair with the Truly yarn, I was like, you know what? They're probably not going to be signed next year, according to Babyland, by Xavier. So if I'm going to get them, this is probably the year to do it, since it is my first year as a CCE member. So I went for it. So now I'm selling a bunch of things. I'm selling some Cabbies and some other things. You know, those things around the house that you're like, I've had this electric guitar in my closet for 10 years. Why do I need it? I think I'll sell it. And some other things as well to try to make up for getting another CCE and the other baby that I'm going to be showing you towards the end of this video as well. So anyway, without much further ado, let's get to opening up this baby. Taking off that bubble wrap. Okay, let's get the box out of the way. And let's take a look. We've got papers. I'm going to put that to the side for now. And here we go, the clear bag from the .com. Her name, by the way, guys, is Carrie Rose. That was her name that they had given her, and I did not want to change it. I thought it was adorable. Oh my gosh, she is just the sweetest thing. Oh my goodness. All right. I was wondering how her hair was going to be because, oh, it is fancier even than I knew, guys. I am so excited right now. She is so cute. All right, take a look at her face. Let's start out with that. Okay, look at that sweet little face. Okay, she's got kind of like blonde hair with these pink highlights, right? She's got a pony, which on the .com you could only tell that she had a single pony. But I knew it had to be more than a single pony because, you know, for the CCEs, they always do something a little bit more out there. So it is. So I'm going to spin her around so you can see how it looks in the back. It's pretty cool. I had a feeling because my second CCE that I have in the background there with the turquoise tealish hair, that's Barbara Alice. She has a single pony, but when I got her, she has this beautiful braided bun kind of going around the pony. So I had a feeling this girl might have something interesting too going on. And she does. Take a look, guys. It's braided. Look at how cool. So there's two braids going up. And then she's also got another braid here going around her bun. So I'll give you like a little side view so you can see. Okay. And then over here on this side. So I think it's just absolutely adorable, and that just makes it a little bit more of that special touch for the CCEs because they are known to have that unique hairstyle. Some sort of many different unique hairstyles they have going on them, but so cute. So I know there are some that prefer the more natural hair colors for the CCEs. I am not one of them. I mean, I like those too. They're gorgeous, and the big far out hairstyles. I want something unique about the baby if it's a CCE besides just the signature, because for the price it is you know, $180 more than the regular soft sculptured kids of this size. So you want something that makes them unique and stand out, right? And so either it's going to be a big crazy hairstyle, it's going to be the color, something unique about the do that's not seen on the kidsonthe.com all the time. So I'm really excited to see that she does have definitely some special braids going on, and her color is just, I love the wild colors on the CCEs. I mean, I wouldn't want that on all of my kids by any means, but on the CCEs, like, I feel like it's expected, and it's kind of cool to have that. It's something different, so I'm loving it. I'm loving her. She's so cute. So let's go on to look at the rest of her. She's got some beautiful bling going on with the earrings. Not sure how they're supposed to go down, so they're like, she's got these diamond studs, right, guys? Gosh, they're so pretty. Not sure how they're supposed to be lying. I think maybe like that. So she's got those. Look at the pretty dress. I mean, Rose is just the perfect middle name for her. They gave her that name, Carrie Rose. She's got the rose on the dress, right? It looks like a rose. She's got this pretty white dress. It just looks so fancy, like something you would see at like a baptism or a communion, or, you know, just maybe if she was a flower girl at a wedding. Looks kind of like that. So adorable. So coming in on her face, I did add freckles for her, as you can see. So she's got the freckles, and she looks so cute with those freckles. I love them. She's just a little cutie. So let's take a look at the shoes. She's got some fancy shoes, of course, too. We've got these they're kind of a little bit of a, I want to say towards goldish, or it could be like an ivory, off-white, creamish, kind of pearlized, like a pearl tone, kind of shimmery. So she's just a cutie. She's a cutie patootie, loving her. So she will join her CCE sisters, I guess, over there. Always having to make room and move these babies around. So I'm so excited to bring her in. Take a quick look at her papers. And here we go. Here is her birth certificate. Right there, Carrie Rose. And then, of course, she also comes with the adoption papers. As well. So, always so cool. And I will, as always, be adding these to my CCE binder that organizes all of the birth certificates and adoption papers. So, very, very excited to bring her in. Now, this wasn't the only great package to arrive today. I have another beautiful baby to show you. I did already unbox her. I couldn't wait. She came. Actually, I had to go to the post office to pick her up because I missed her on Saturday while I was teaching my Zoom classes. I guess they tried to deliver her, and they left the note on the door, so that was torture all weekend that I was waiting for her, because she is a baby that I have wanted in my collection for so long. I do not have any others. She's a 1979 E edition, I believe, soft sculpture baby. So hand signed by Xavier Roberts. So let's take a look at this beautiful girl. I also wanted to clean her up, by the way, before her YouTube debut. So she went through mommy's little bath camp. I took special care to make sure that her beautiful signature was protected. But, oh, and speaking of signature, I forgot to mention, of course, as always, these babies are hand signed, the CCEs, going back to this one. I'll show you that really quickly, like I have on the other one. So here it is, hand signed by Xavier Roberts. Okay, so that is Carrie Rose right here. And now I'm going to introduce you to, we've got the new and then we've got the old, right? So I'm gonna move little Carrie Rose over there, and then next up we have this beautiful 1979. Okay, here's her papers, and she came with her papers too, guys. This 1979 girl, her name is Thelma Pamela. She was born in Babyland General on November 21st, 1979, and she has a registration number starting with E. I think it's pretty unique because she was born on November 21st, 1979. I was born on November 10th, 1976. So this is just like maybe a week and a half after my 3rd birthday that this baby was born in Babyland. So I was just a little girl. I'm in my mid-40s now. So the fact that these babies have been around and they've held up so well as they have, she cleaned up beautifully today. Let's just introduce her to you. I am so excited to finally have a 79 in my collection. Something I've wanted for a long time, and I didn't know when I would ever get one. So thank you to Brandy, Miss Brandy from the Soft Place Selling Group for letting me adopt Miss Thelma. I am absolutely in love with her. I am so happy to bring her into the collection. She came with this adorable little bracelet that has her name on it, Thelma. Again, her name is Thelma Pamela, and she's also a November baby, just like her mommy, and born in the 70s, just like her mommy. So I can't believe that she could be that old. I mean, let's see. So, I mean, that's what, over 40 years old? 89, 99, 09, 19. She's over, yeah, she's just like me. She's over 40. It's crazy, right? So, and look at how beautiful she still looks. Like, she's just gorgeous. I just love her. So I changed her outfit. She came in an adorable little blue romper outfit, which was cute, but I wanted to give her a pretty pink dress. And so I put her in this pretty pink dress, which is kind of, it was on another one of my Softies. So I switched out a couple dresses and I was like, I want this one for her. And I put on one of my crocheted sweaters that I make for the dolls. So this is handmade by me, this sweater. So I can make them exactly to fit them. And I like too that they have short sleeves because I don't necessarily always want their whole arm covered up either. But I do have some cute sweaters that I got probably just on Amazon, like these, which I know some of you probably have, that I like to use too. So I might switch it out and put that one on her at times as well, because this is actually the one that I originally made for my first CCE girl, Simone Roberta. So since she's in a different outfit right now, she's not using the sweater, so I put it on little Thelma here. But if Simone needs it back, they can share clothes, and we've got this one too. And I'm always, you know, looking for more little crochet projects, so I might crochet a couple more of them. I don't want them all to have crocheted sweaters all over every single one, because I've got a lot of Softies, right? If they all had the sweaters, this would look a little ridiculous. So just a few, you know, spattered around the house get to wear the sweaters, and they take turns and they share them. So we don't want them to all look the same. And I make every sweater a little bit different with the color scheme. But this one goes really well because I wanted her to have like the off-white bows. I would have put white, but I only had off-white. But it kind of went with the color of the lace on the dress. I don't know if it's just from age, but it kind of is an ivory color on the dress. I don't know. I think she's absolutely adorable. I am so excited to welcome her in. She's got her little walkers on. She did come with these socks and these shoes from Miss Brandy. And then I changed the dress and the sweater, obviously. But she'll probably wear some different outfits at different times. But I mean, these babies from the late 70s, I mean, this is what started it all with, before they were even Cabbage Patch Kids. So that was when it was little people, right? So she's a little person, and I'm in love with her. I'm in love with her, and I'm in love with the CCE girl. I'm in love with all my babies always, but you know, when you have those new special babies come in, it's just really exciting. I still have to try to fix her hair a little bit better. I did fix it, but I don't know. When I see some people in the groups, on the Facebook groups, that They post pictures of their 79s. They're so beautifully photographed and posed, and their hair looks so perfect. I'm like, how do they get their baby's hair to look so neat and perfect? Because mine, they kind of look like they were just playing outside or something. Like a real kid's hair, I guess. They're a little messy. But I'll also show you guys her signature on her bottom, because she's also hand signed. It's a different signature because, as we know, Xavier changed up the signature over the years. But here is her signature, and she, you know, you can see there, whoops, if you can look closer, you can see it says Xavier, and you see the little 79, and it looks like that's a copyright symbol. So that was the signature he did back then on this particular edition, I suppose, which she's an E again. And yep, so that's Thelma. So I'm so happy to introduce her to you and Carrie. Right? And while I have you guys here, I'm going to show you a couple more babies in just a second that I recently got in the doll room that I think are pretty special as well. So hold tight and we'll be right back with some more special babies. I just wanted to show you this girl. I just got her within the last week, and I was so excited to find her at an amazing deal on eBay, I think it was. And she is from the Celebrity Edition. It appears. I mean, she didn't come with papers, but she's in the Celebrity Edition outfit. I'm a little TV celebrity. So from what I understand, when these dolls, these little people, were starting to gain some popularity, notoriety, become known, they started to be on television. And I guess this was probably right around before they were mass marketed. There was this Celebrity Edition, and this is a 1980 doll. She is also hand signed by Xavier Roberts. So you'll see that her signature on her bottom is very similar to, I'm gonna pull up her little booty. But her signature is very similar to the 79s, but you can see that it says 80 instead of 79. But it also has that little C up there, like a copyright thing going on, it looks like. And so it's a very similar style, very different from the signature we saw on my CCE, which is his signature that he's using currently, which might be just his plain old real signature. It looks pretty natural and, you know, kind of messy. This one was a little bit more deliberate and neat the way it was written out. But yes, I don't have a name for this girl. The Celebrity Edition kids, you'll see they had this t-shirt. They have these corduroys. They come with these little sneakers. So she was, again, an amazing deal for a hand-signed 1980 baby. She doesn't have papers, but still, she was a smoking deal. So I was really excited to find her. She's the only one that I know of that I have from the Celebrity Edition. I only have two 1980 hand-signed kids. She's one of them. Now I'm going to show you the boy, and I think I might have shown you this little guy before, but he is so cute. I've had him maybe about a month now. And so this little guy is also a 1980 hand signed. I'll show you his booty too. I might as well. I'm showing all the baby's booties today. So he's also a 1980 hand signed. So he could possibly be from the Celebrity Edition. He also didn't come with papers. But there's a possibility. I was told that he could be another edition, and that edition is escaping me as well. But I guess there were a couple editions around that time of 1980 that Xavier signed in this particular way with this particular signature. So you'll see it looks pretty much to me. And I get this dude's pants down. Oh, they're all elastic. I'm like, is there a button? I couldn't remember. All right, so let me show you for his. Okay, his is also very similar with that X in that certain fashion. We see the C and the 80. So these are my three oldest hand signs. So Thelma, who you just saw, right? My 1979 that I just got today, which I'm so excited about. She's my oldest now, my oldest girl. And then I've got this little adorable dude. He's so cute. And then this cutie, which I haven't even named her yet. So, you know, she just came in this week. So I'm really excited with them. I am one that started with calicos as a kid. They were so popular, right? I started with the calicos when I was a kid with the Cabbage Patch craze. I was like 6 when that happened. So I, of course, started with those. Those were my first love. But then when I learned about, as I got older, towards a teenager, and I learned about and started to see, you know, in some doll shops that I saw, I would go in with my mom and I would see they'd have some of these babies, the soft sculptures, and they were very expensive even back then. And so it wasn't like I could get one at that time, but I knew one day I wanted to have one. And I have a lot more than one now, obviously, but I knew that one day I wanted to have them. So when I got into about my 20s, I was making my own money. I did start to buy some of them off of eBay. And that's when I started collecting the vintage soft sculptures. And so I collected, you know, for several years while I lived at home with my parents still in my 20s. And then I kind of put it on halt when I moved out and I started having a career and a family and busy with other things and traveling, moving across country from New Jersey to Arizona. A lot of the dolls were like just in storage in my closets or whatever, you know. So finally, I'm at a point in my life where circumstances changed enough that I said, I have space, I have room, I have time, I have money to start collecting again. And that's what kind of brought me back around. And then I wanted to start to check out the new modern soft sculptures on the .com and collect those as well. And I know there's some that are steadfast, I'm only for the vintage babies. I'm only for the modern soft sculptures. They don't like the vintage ones. I love them both. I truly do. I love them both because I really appreciate that these are the ones that started it all, right? And they're the first ones I collected for the soft sculptures, and I've always loved them. So at first for me, the modern ones, they look kind of weird to me because their faces, their heads are a lot bigger, right? Their features are different. And then when I started collecting them, I fell in love with them, and I'm like, they're different, but they're also awesome. I love them. And so I love the modern ones as well as the vintage and the calicos. And I even collect, you know, as you've seen in my doll room, some of the other babies too. Like I have some play along sets that are special to me, anniversary sets that were made by different companies, Mattel, maybe Hasbro. I like the Hasbro kids too that were around that transitional time because they're similar to the calicos. And of course I have my favorite ones here and there, but I love them all. I really do love them all. Cabbage Patch Kids, like they just hold such special memories from childhood for me, and so I can't help but love them, you know? It's just, it reminds you of that amazing feeling when you were a kid and you get your first Cabbage Patch Kid and you're playing Cabbage Patch Kid doll with your Cabbage Patch Kids dolls with your friends, and just that excitement that surrounded that craze. It was just amazing, and they just seem so special. And I think the whole marketing for me behind it really helped to make them special as well, with the adoption papers. Like you were adopting this baby and you had the papers and you had their birth certificate, and the fact that they smelled like baby powder when you would take them out of the box. There was just something that just made it magical. I think the whole legend that they created behind it with the Cabbage Patch and the whole story that goes with it just made them so special. Speaking of the calico era, she looks like a calico, but she's not a calico. So I just got this one in this week, and she, if you remember from my one video, I showed you my first Cabbage Patch Kid, that I put her in the beautiful purple portrait dress, and that was Gigi Brenna. Well, this girl kind of reminds me a little bit of her because she's a number 4 head mold, Paci. I just am so excited with her. Look at her little shoes I put on her. She looks so cute. But I'm so excited because she was a fixer-upper, and this is a Jesmar, guys. Okay, if you look a little bit closer, you might be able to tell she's a Jesmar, which means she was not actually manufactured by Calico. She was made during the Calico era. Jesmar was one of the companies that was helping to manufacture them for other countries over, let's say in Europe, for example, that you know, wanted Cabbage Patch Kids too, and the demand was so great that these other companies were also making them. And Jesmar was the one that was in Spain that manufactured the babies as well. And so these are the Spanish ones. They see made in Spain on the back of the head and on the tag, fabricado por Jesmar usually. And so I've shown them in some of my other videos before, but I just wanted to mention that I got her in the collection, and I'm so thrilled with her because she was a fixer-upper, and sometimes those are the best ones. When you find one, she was an amazing deal. She was not listed as a Jesmar. Jesmars are a little more coveted, right? They're a little bit more pricey. They're just beautifully made. They have a unique look to them, about the eyes especially. The complexion of the face is a little bit different. It's a little bit more matte. And they're just beautiful. They're beautiful dolls. So I found her for like a little bit over $30, which is an amazing price for a Jesmar, but she was kind of in rough shape. Her hair was a mess, you know, she had marker on her face, and she still has a couple of faint spots under her pacifier, but you can't see them when the pacifier's in. I'll probably put a little bit more of the zit cream that we collectors do to get marker off of the face of babies. I'll probably do that a little bit more in the window. I was trying to do it, and it was raining. It never rains here in Arizona, but it's been raining the last couple of days. It's actually not raining now, but it's been raining a lot. And so I had her in the window, and I'm like, there's no sun. What's going on? This is Arizona. There's always sun. I had her in the window with her zit cream on her face trying to get that marker out. But she's looking great now. You could barely see the marker anyway. It's like pink highlighter or something, and it is in there. I'm telling you, I tried a lot of stuff, but it's mostly gone now. She looks beautiful. I fixed her hair up. I put her, this is typically a boy's outfit. I don't even know if the girls ever came with this. I doubt it. I think the boys, you see all the fuzzy boys and everything coming in this outfit from the Clico era. This is Clico outfit. But I put her in this because I was like, I want her to just have like that overall and sneakers look. So I just think she's so cute. She's only my second redheaded Jesmar. My other redheaded Jesmar is the Italian marketed one. So even though they're made in Spain, they were marketed in other countries. And the boxes that they were in were often with the writing of that country. So it has Italian writing on the box of my Italian Jesmars. So they're Spanish, they're made in Spain, but they were marketed for Italy. And I have 3 of those in box, and one of them is my redhead, and I just wanted to take the redhead out so badly because I needed a redhead on the shelf with my Jesmars. So I was really happy to bring her into the collection, and now she can be on the shelf, and I can leave my other Italian marketed Jesmar in the box, as I should. But it's just so hard. I really want to take her out. But anyway, this is little Miss Wendy. I just wanted to introduce you to her because I was so thrilled to bring her into the collection this week. I just think she's so stinking cute. And she reminds me so much of my Gigi, which was my first Cabbie, which she's in the background. You could probably see her back there, like just over my shoulder. She's sitting on the shelf. She's fishing. She's fishing with the Babyland exclusives over there. So if you see her. But this is little Wendy. She sits up on the shelf up here with the Jesmars, and I'm going to put her back after the video so she can play with her brothers and sisters. But again, guys, I'm just so happy to share my babies with you. I hope you like seeing them. Again, I'll say goodbye from Carrie Rose, and Thelma's up there. She's going to say goodbye to you as well. I'll probably put these babies back on the shelf and end the video with panning around the doll room again so you can see some of the changes in the setup. I added another shelf. I had to. So thank you for joining me. We're going to say goodbye, and let's take a quick look at the doll room. Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to show you a couple of changes in the doll room. So over here, here's this little guy. I had to take his head off. I've never taken a head off a baby before, but I did for him. Had to remove the zip tie, clean inside his head. He smelled so musty. I wasn't even trying to get him. I wanted the outfit that he was in, and he was actually as a girl in a dress that I wanted, and so I ended up with the doll. And the seller was awesome when I told them about the issue with the really bad odor, and refunded me completely, as a matter of fact, but still. This little guy gave me some trouble. I was soaking his head for days, and he still has a slight odor, but he smells a million times better. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys over here. I put up, there was that one spot I commented on it in a previous video that was free, that was available on the wall. So that is where beautiful Thelma ended up, and she's there with her little teddy. So cute. And then you can see I've got a lot of my vintage softies over in this corner here. So there you see the two that I showed you that are 1980 hand signed, my 1970 hand signed. That redhead boy is a U edition boy. He is unsigned. That girl up there on the top left with the big ponies, she is hand signed, but she was late 80s. I didn't realize she was hand signed. I've had her for like 20 years, guys. I think I mentioned that in another video. But anyway, here's some more of the babies. Just showing you guys. I know they always move around and change as I bring them in. I've got to find more room for them. Here's my school sets too. I showed that school set, I think, in the last video. So here's where the school kids ended up, here with the astronaut. And so here's my Jesmar shelf. Getting pretty crowded. I don't know if I could cram one more baby in there. The Jesmars are just so pretty. In my opinion, I love them. And then I've got my calicos right above. A bunch of them, not all of them, but a bunch of them. And then let's look over here. You see, I had my U edition girls over here. They've moved into my bedroom now. I have this thing, I don't know if you collect the old and the new softies, you'll notice that if you put them on high shelves like those babies, you can see the vintage babies' facial features just fine. But if you put a new softie up there, the way their face structure is, the way those cheeks are so chubby, you can't see their eyes. So if you put them too high, you can't see their face really. So I had to move my U edition girls, the vintage softies, into my room because that was a higher shelf. And when I tried to put the newer babies on there, I couldn't see their faces. So the newer ones have to be down lower. This redheaded girl is the Triang pedigree from South Africa. I believe it was South Africa, but it is definitely from Africa. And then this boy is also, so I moved them down because he was up there before. Those are two of my childhood kids up there. That's my real life daughter in the photo there on the left. But yes, my Christmas baby. Love her. And then let's take a look. Here we are with the CCE girls. So we've got one, this was Simone Roberta. This was my second, Barbara Alice. And then here we go with Carrie Rose. Am I done? I hope so, but if you're a CCE member, you understand what it's like when they come on, if you have the opportunity to get one, because they're so hard to get. And if you find that perfect one, I mean, it's really hard to pass up. That's why I ended up with this girl, with Carrie Rose. When I saw her, I was like, she's so cute. She's so cute with that pink hair. I just love it. And I love the braids. And you can see here on Barbara Alice, if I pull her forward a little, she's got a nice big braided bun around her pony. So they're cute together. I've got Simone Roberta kind of dressed down. She said she wanted to go outside and play in the mud, so we had to take her dress off. She's actually wearing a onesie, a tie-dye onesie. That was my daughter's when she was a baby. And I got her these little orange sneakers to match. And then again, that's Lori. That was named after my mom. So I think you've seen these babies over here before pretty much. No real changes over here, guys. Here's the Italian marketed Spanish Jesmars that I mentioned to you in the video. And I have another one up there on the top too. You might be able to tell he is my least favorite. I see we have favorites, I can't help it. But I mean, this one, he's a paci boy, so I love him. And she's a red-headed freckled girl, so she's just, come on. She's cream of the crop, right? So, anyway, I just wanted to show you where these babies were ending up. And guys, these are the U Edition babies that I moved to the bedroom. So we're in the bedroom now. This has become like the West Wing doll room or something. It's fast turning into another doll room here. But they are on higher shelves. So there's a couple more babies, but you can see that these are pretty high. So if I had put the newer Softies on there, because of their face structure, you would not even see their eyes most likely, because those cheeks are so chubby on the new ones. So as you can see, if I go over here, it's a little dark in this corner, and I've shown probably all of these before. But you can see that basically they've creeped. I can see I have room for one more right there. They've creeped into the bedroom. Here's my violet-eyed girl. She's so cute. And then if I take you over here, we've got a couple more, so. Yep, this is my other doll room, I guess. I have to always have them nicely organized, though. I kept them unorganized in boxes or just on a shelf in the closet all messy for years. So I'm trying to really give the babies the respect they deserve, because they are beautiful works of art. They're amazing to me. And there are more throughout my house, as you've probably seen in some of the other videos, but I have moved them around a bit the way. Don't mind that big cord on the floor. That's for my tanning bed, which I don't really use that much. Believe it or not, I was using the tanning bed recently for putting the acne cream on the Jesmar girl to get the marker off. And then I said, oh, I could put her under the ultraviolet light of my tanning bed. So yes, that's what I was doing. So I have this extension cord here, but I just wanted to show you. So these shelves were new too. These were the high ones. I had to put it high so when I open the tanning bed that you can not hit the shelf. So they're way up there, but I could see them when I'm lying in my bed, which is just nice if you're a crazy doll lady like I am, you know. Here's my double gray pony girl and my baldy baby that I recently had unboxings for. So anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me. That's about all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. And for more great Cabbie videos, please like, subscribe, and share.